To the head not Instagram account is down 7.5 million followers. Down, like shut down. And again, he has opened another account. We don't know, maybe it's the one that kind of like closed it for now because of the matter concerning Davido being called a thief. We do not know, but I'm not sure if that is the matter. But that is equally the matter that we're going to address today from Abu Salami, who is accusing Davido of stealing his more than 200 million naira after he paid him for, it was 320 something million naira contract. So he paid Davido 218 million naira. Davido refuses to fulfill the obligation of the contract. So Abu Salami is calling him out, calling him a thief. All these are coming from one side of the battle, from Abu Salami. So apparently, Davido sent his boys to go and intimidate Abu Salami in Abuja. His boys to intimidate Abu Salami in Abuja. So now Davido boys chop better beating. Oh. Serious beating. Davido bouncer was beaten mercilessly. In fact, he was even begging himself. While two other guys were handcuffed, meant to sit down somewhere. This one are men, oh. This one are men. Davido men made them beat like children, so and they sit down somewhere with handcuffs. No, the Nigerian police need to look into this matter quickly before it resort to many other stuff. And this is not looking good for Davido. I'm not saying Davido is guilty, but I believe this is not looking good for Davido at all. And according to Daniel Rega said, Burna Boy is always guilty by default if accused of something, but when it comes to Davido or another celeb, people stay quiet. Talk about hypocrisy. Davido has been called out repeatedly for owing people's money. Abu Salami isn't the first. This isn't a good look for him and his brand. All this Mr. Nice Guy won't fix a damaged reputation. That's coming from, of course, Daniel Rega. And again, guys, let's be completely honest. This thing will not happen to Burna Boy. Burna Boy has never been accused before of collecting someone's money. I can't remember. Even Whiskey, much of people talking about Whiskey. Never. Never. So Abu Salami is a sports analyst, a sport promoter. He invests in soccer, precisely trying to bring young people up. So I think he kind of like came to Nigeria to try to gather investors and promote his business. So he decided to associate himself with one of the biggest Nigeria influencer. That is Davido. Davido is one of the biggest Nigeria influencer. If not, Davido is the biggest Nigeria influencer because he has the highest social media pages followers. So of course, is understandable if he went to seek for Davido's uh, input, Davido's service into the whole runs. But unfortunately, according to him, Davido allowed him to waste a lot of money, 40 something million naira combined, on promotion, on conferences, and so many other stuff. Davido never showed up after paying Davido 200 something million naira. Ah, Davido never showed up. So if now you go listen to what the guys, when the guy posted on his Instagram, you saw a lot of chat between himself and Davido, how he was transferring money to Davido lawyer being involved, and so many other stuff. Check this out. Abu said, if in my prayers every day, all I pray for is strength to survive David and his lawyer. But God save me from this nightmare situation full of jealousy, envy, greed, hate, and deceitful people and thieves. So when you see me post, do not pity me. Instead, pray for me. Depression is real. Many men would have been suicidal, but I think of the kids in camp who would, who who look up to me for strength, for food, for guidance, and to help them with a career in football. How do you explain to anyone that you pay Davido 218 million for influence a project for kids and he takes the money and runs away and tell you do your worst because his father owns Nigeria, because he has social media followers? David, this habit you have developed of stealing from people is honestly terrible. Do you do you know the kind of debt I am in? We gave them a chance to do the right thing. Men without honor. David, you be smallie. If you like buy 100 dog chain or watch, you still be thief. Shame on you. When I dey pay you, na speed I take dey go bank. Learn to save you no dey hear word. If not for God, I should be in Kirikiri just because I mess with someone like Davido. David, you are a thief, only. Let's call a spade a spade. Abu, you F up with this guy and mend them. Here are thieves. Forget the lifestyle. They got little sympathy for human life. They will do anything to get ahead and F you over. And lastly, no be today. They get away with a murder. If I look at David Adeleke's family background, will I think he is a thief? 218 million I paid this guy out of 232 out of 326 million contract. I have been to 20 different states in Nigeria with 11-man production team looking for young talent. On cancellation alone, David has exhausted 42 million. 3 shoot cancelled, 2 press conference episode shot. Also, I beg Davido to just post the commercial. I should have a shoot in a stadium, but ended up doing it in his garden. Instead, he sabotaged the show and I lose my sponsorship. Can you take it for the people that leave stupid comments? Oh, okay. He's still talking up to today. He's still making all sorts of accusation, calling the guy out. Let me even check his page as at now. I even chatted with him yesterday. I was trying to get the whole story about the whole matter. And he told me the same thing that Davido stole. This was the chat I had with him. This was the chat I had with him yesterday. He told me, because I was trying to get the whole story, I don't want to start accusing anybody over something that I do not know about. But it's all good though. We are waiting for Davido lawyer to give a response. Davido is one of the biggest influencers in Africa. It's large numbers of followers, dedicated followers. So if someone should be calling you out like that, come on, man, it's disrespectful. Someone outrightly calling you a thief, and not just that, beating up your bouncer. Somebody need to take somebody to court and let the police and the court handle the matter. 200 and something million naira no be beanstalk. And if a contract is broken, then Davido or whoever is guilty should compensate the other party. But as at now, this guy is the only guy giving out evidence. He's the only guy giving out evidence. So, but now, because of past references, because of what we have witnessed in the past, we have seen some promoters calling out some artists, and meanwhile, the promoters are the one at fault. That is why I do not want to outrightly blast the video for anything, because I do not know the genesis. I wasn't there when they received money, and they never gave me any share. They never even say Adamslink, or you do promotion for us, make we give you 100,000 or 1 million. None of that. So I will not call out Davido over something I do not know. So we're going to give Davido a chance to respond now. To respond, just maybe the guy is lying. Just maybe the guy is lying or something. The guy did something that made Davido break the contract. So let us still make excuses for him. Let us make excuses for him. But if he refuses to talk, then we will blast him now because he refused to talk. This one is a public matter now. So it's either, I think if this guy have grievances, I think if he have grievances, more grievances, he should take the matter to the police for investigation. But Nigeria matter and police investigation, they're going to eat more money. And court will drag. So I don't know, but if the guy is sure, they should take Davido to court so that they can handle the matter amicably. Come on, man. You cannot just collect money and not do promotion and not fulfill anything. Come on, man.